All right, we are live, but not on the big machine yet. So I had some questions about the gear we use because there were some people talking about streaming. So this is the table that we're using today. We normally film against this green screen wall. We've got some lights underneath it for lighting up the room, which I should turn on. And then this is the normal gear. There's a Mift getting the mics. So we stream on a relatively boring machine down there. This is an AMD system that I bought because it was a little bit less expensive, but you can stream on anything, basically an i5 or higher. You can see that little blue ring sitting on top of it is a AverMedia game capture. I think it might be an HD, but it's...
Quick note to junior streamers who've never done this before. The lower end your computer, you'll still be able to stream quite competently using basic setups, but anything complex, like say you want to be able to play a movie or do a lot of layering with overlays like we do, or say our intro, for example, that's where you're going to hang up.
Yeah.
So the more powerful the computer, the better. I'm guessing it's the graphics card that handles most of it.
Yeah.
The more you'll be able to do. So if you want to use, say, your ultralight little Mac, not Pro Air, you'll be able to stream. Just try to not get too fancy with it.
Yeah.
Sorry, George, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I would suggest probably an NVIDIA 1060. Do not, if you can help it, stream on Intel onboard graphics. So we use a pretty bog standard Canon camera. It's not a particularly expensive one. It does do 1080-60, but we don't stream in 1080-60 because that would be silly. We're not a high action game.
We used to use a much more expensive camera, but it's not as good anymore.
Yeah. If you are starting, you do not need that. What you need is this. This is a C920 from Logitech. They are cheap as chips, and they have a beautiful quality, and almost every streamer you've ever seen, including PP, uses them. PP uses them for their dice cams. We use them for a primary or dice cam. It doesn't matter. I would say people are more forgiving of bad video than they are of bad audio. So if I had to make the choice of what to buy first, it would probably be wired lav mics. You can get those for under $100, and in fact, I believe that was the first thing that I purchased, was a pair of wired lav mics. Now, we are lucky in that we have better gear now. We have a pair of wireless mics that are relatively hugely expensive, but we were lucky enough to be sponsored for them. They're Sennheiser packs.
You can, by the way, there is a new company out. If you go to B&H, they sell a dual receiver lav kit.
Mm-hmm.
So you only need one receiver, and it comes with two microphones, and it's under $300 for the entire kit.
Wow.
And at this range, you're not going to worry about
getting off channel or something.
Losing your channel. So check out B&H. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll try to find it tomorrow, and we'll put it in the comments. Okay,
so I'll just come around here. We've got the Sennheiser packs plugged into this deck. This is a Behringer USB deck. What that means is that it will directly connect to the computer. You don't need another audio interface. You can just plug this directly in, and it allows us to mix when we're doing commentary. We also do a regular podcast as well as just streaming. So for that, we use these inexpensive Behringer mics. I think I paid $60 for 3 of them. Lights are relatively important. The more light you can get on a situation, the better your picture is going to look. We have a pair. We've got a ring light that we also use if we're doing interview stuff where you look straight at the camera, and just a big floodlight. Let's see. We use XSplit, but OBS is just as good. We only use XSplit because I got a bunch of free trials with some gear, and we did use one feature that now is in OBS that wasn't at the time. So that was really nice. I'm trying to think if there's any other gear. Really, 90% of this shit you don't need to start streaming. If you want to start streaming games, what you want to do is get yourself one of those C920s, stick it on a chair sitting on the table next to your game, and start streaming. Because for everybody streaming, you're still well ahead of anybody who's not streaming. So I'm going to kill this stream now because we've got only about 15 minutes before we're live, and we'll start streaming again in just a couple of minutes.
Stay tuned.